What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video, and today I have my weekly or bi-weekly now roster predictions. Of course, roster updates do not come out every single week anymore, but it usually happens bi-weekly anyway. Roster predictions, of course, I give you guys my own personal MLB analysis, and you guys go ahead and take that in turn, make a bunch of stubs. So let's hop right into it this week. I have 5 offensive upgrades, 5 pitching upgrades, and then 5 downgrades, offensive and pitching downgrades. So first of all, we're going to start in Baltimore, where we have a guy that I've been investing in quite a bit, and that's Adam Jones. 79 overall in his last 30 games against lefties. He's batting .400 with a .567 slugging percentage, a home run and 2 extra base hits. And versus righties, he's holding his own, .338 batting average, .465 slug. So really, lefties is going to be the primary stat that we're going to see an offensive upgrade for Adam Jones, and I think he will be pushed to a gold, maybe to an 81, maybe to an 80, but nonetheless, he will go gold this week in my opinion. And like I said, I've been investing in him in quite a bit because a lot of people don't really know about him because he's not one of those hot guys that are going for a lot right now. But 400 batting average against lefties and even .338, he could get an upgrade for contact against righties as well. Moving over to Minnesota, we got a guy that I've been really watching, and that's Eduardo Escobar. Primarily only going to look at righties. In his last 14 games, he's batting .563 with a 1.156 slugging percentage, 2 home runs, and 11 extra base hits. Eduardo Escobar is leading the MLB with 30 doubles this year so far, hitting absolutely insane, and I think he's going to get contact and power upgrades versus righties. His stats versus lefties are pretty average. I don't think he's going to get a downgrade in that point. I just didn't mention it because primarily we're going to look at a right-handed upgrade, and I think he definitely has a good chance of going gold this week because, of course, righty stats are weighted more than lefties. So if he gets, +7 per side contact and power versus righties, he could definitely be pushed to gold. Moving over to Houston, of course, my Astros, we got a guy who I think is going to go silver, and that's Evan Gattis. He's had, I think, only one downgrade. He was a 76 at the start, but he did get downgraded from silver to bronze, but he's hitting really, really good lately. In his last 14 against lefties, batting .389, 889 slugging percentage, and 3 home runs. Of course, the contact and power, both are probably going to go up. And then righties, .333 with the 700 batting average, 3 home runs, and 2 extra base hits. So I think he could get touching on contact versus both ways and power versus both ways. I think he's probably going to go back up to a 76, which is what he was originally at the beginning of the year. Of course, his fielding kind of holds him back, but this card has been one of my favorites to use offensively. This is all online. I put some stats up with him. Very, very good card, and he should be going silver back up in my opinion. Now, another new gold, Marcell Ozuna, he's already going for gold price. In his last 30 games, he's batting .400 with an 800 slugging percentage and 2 bombs versus lefties versus righties. Once again, .400 batting average, 657 slug, 5 home runs, and 2 extra base hits. So versus lefties, his contact might not go up, but the power is definitely go up from a 54, and the power versus righties and the contact versus righties both should go up. Of course, Marcell Ozuna, I believe he started the year as an 82 overall, and he will be going back to gold. He's finally hitting a stride with the Cardinals, moving over from the Marlins. Of course, Derek Jeter traded the whole damn team, but Marcell Ozuna really turning it around, and I don't want to say he's going to go diamond, but he has the speed and defense where his hitting wouldn't have to move that far for him to go diamond. So I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying. But moving over to Colorado for our last offensive upgrade. In his last 14, Trevor Story, only looking at righties, he's batting .415 with the 854 slug, 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits. That contact and power should both move, and maybe even the vision. He's not striking out as much as he usually does. I'm not going to say gold for Trevor Story, but I will say 79 overall. In this card, he is a very good card to use. He's got speed. He's got 75 arm for short, which isn't terrible, and he has a lot of power, and power is very important in this game. So make sure to try out Trevor Story this year if you guys have not yet. But moving over back to Baltimore for our pitching upgrades, we got Dylan Bundy, who definitely could go gold this week. He has a 2.5 ERA, a 1.186 opponent batting average, 0.89 whip, 37 strikeouts to 8 walks. Hits, K, and walk per 9 should all go up a little bit. This one, it's tough to say. He might just stay at a 79, but he definitely could go gold. I'm going to be conservative, though. I'm going to say 79. Dylan Bundy isn't really a hot ticket. Nobody's really investing in it, but there is a chance, so I would not discourage you guys from going ahead and investing in him. Next, J.A. Happ. I do think he is going to go gold, however, for the Blue Jays because he's had a little bit more of a track record than Dylan Bundy. He has a 2.35 ERA, a .159 opponent batting average, 0.95 whip, and then a 28 strikeouts to 12 walk ratio. I think they're really going to hit hard on his hits per nine, upgrade that quite a bit. And like I said, he has a track record. He's been there before, and I think they will receive J.A. Happ getting the push. He's only going for 410 stubs right now. You can make a lot of profit if you go ahead and invest in him. I'm just saying, man, a lot of these players, some of them are high ticket and you can't make much room, but guys like J.A. Happ, Adam Jones, where people aren't necessarily looking at them that heavy, those are the guys that you want to invest in, man. Just saying. But moving over to the Houston Astros, we got Hector Rondon, who he has a 0.69 ERA, 171 opponent batting average, 0.92 whip, 17 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So hits NK and maybe walks per nine will definitely get upgraded. And I think he's been closing a little bit for the Astros lately. Of course, their closer Ken Giles kind of been struggling a little bit. So Hector Rondon, of course, you usually receive a higher overall if you're a closing pitcher. I don't think he's going to go gold, but he definitely is on my gold watch. I'm going to say like a 79 overall for Hector Rondon, but if he is moved to a closer, he could possibly get to gold this week. Moving over to Atlanta, we have Mike Foltynewicz, who has a 1.13 ERA, a .162 opponent batting average, 0.84 whip, 37 strikeouts to 9 walks. The hits and K per 9 is really what we're going to focus on, and that's going to be received probably a +7 per side, maybe a +3 or a 4 on walks per 9 as well. I'm going to say a 78 overall from Mike Foltynewicz. The Braves are looking really good, and I think he's definitely going to be on my gold watch. Him as well as Sean Newcomb. But Sean Newcomb, I mean, he definitely could receive an update too. I mean, the Braves are looking really, really nice this year, as are the Mets. At least their pitching. Their pitching is doing amazing. Unfortunately, their offense is really lagging behind, but Steven Matz, a 1.88 ERA with the 208 opponent batting average, 1.15 whip, 21 strikeouts, and 12 walks. The hits and K per 9 is disgustingly low. Steven Matz is going to go up to like a 76 overall. 49 and 55 or so terribly low. Those are both going to hit at least like 65, I would think. Steven Matz, Jacob deGrom, he could also receive another update soon. The Mets are pitching really nice. Unfortunately, hitting not so much. But moving on to our downgrades, and yep, you guys saw it coming. Going over to the Yankees, Gary Sanchez, I mean, what else do I have to say? In his last 14 against righties, he's batting .097 with a 129 slugging percentage. That's terrible considering his stats, so those are both gonna get downgraded pretty heavily. Lefties, I mean, he's probably gonna stay versus lefties. 286 and an 857 slug, not too bad, although that is only in 7 at-bats, but they'll probably only move his righties, but that is his hot side. He's not going to go silver, but I'll say like an 81 overall for Gary Sanchez. Definitely not hitting very good at all right now. Moving over to the Kansas City Royals. They might be the worst team in baseball right now. It's either, I think it might be them actually, but Mike Moustakas in his last 30 games against lefties batting 150 with a 300 slugging percentage. And against righties, 212 with a 392 slugging percentage. He's going to get downgrades across the board on his contact and power stats. I don't know. I think he's going to stay at gold though. I'll say an 80 overall, but he definitely could be going silver soon if he doesn't turn it around. Moving over to the New York Mets, our last offensive downgrade. This guy's had it coming for a while. Jay Bruce, in his last 14 games against righties, he's batting 130 slugging percentage. Those are both going to go down, especially his power versus righties. He's going to go bronze. Not much else to say there. Jay Bruce and the Mets are doing disgustingly bad offensively this year. Moving over to the Twins, Jake Odorizzi, my guy from Tampa Bay, unfortunately has been struggling lately. A 6.07 ERA, a 297 opponent batting average, 1.65 whip, 32 strikeouts, and 14 walks. The hits and walks per 9 is really where he's going to get hit, and he will go bronze in my opinion. probably a 74 overall. On the other side though, Lance Lynn, he's not on my offensive upgrades, but he's pitching a lot better and could get a upgrade to silver pretty soon. Now our last one, moving over to the Pirates, we got Felipe Vasquez, who has been really struggling ever since he changed his name. I don't know why that is, but that is the case. Felipe Vasquez, an 8.1 ERA, a 3.33 opponent batting average, 2.4 whip, 13 strikeouts to 8 walks. Now hits, his strikeouts probably will stay the same, but hits is really where he's going to get hit, probably into the 70s actually. He is going to go silver in my opinion. I know a lot of people like using him from gameplay purposes, but he's just not doing very well at all right now. He's going for 2.4K, so if you guys are doing the Pirates anytime before Friday when the roster update is, hold off because he should be going silver and will be lowering in price. He's just not pitching very effectively right now. And I do think he will go silver, but that is going to do it all for my roster predictions for the week. I'm going to change it up now. Of course, this is uploaded on Tuesday. I'm going to start uploading all of my roster predictions on Tuesday just because a lot of other people do it on Tuesday and, you know, but if you guys did enjoy the video, if you have your own opinions on who's going up, who's going down, who's staying the same, make sure to let them know down below in the comments. We're all trying to eat here as a community, but hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and there you guys comes out.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.